be the first on the agenda, and that will be given by our 001, the GEOSAN president of this great department, Amadu Bello University area. So help me celebrate our president, our 001, as we invite him to kindly deliver the welcome address speech. Thank you and welcome.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Moderator. Good morning, everyone. A warm welcome to our guest speaker and our students to this GEOSAN 2026 webinar. I am thrilled to see so many of us here today, even if we are still expecting people to still join. Whether we are joining as students to sharpen our skills and make our careers clearer, our career visions clearer, I want you to know that we are all in the right place. We are going to be learning a lot from our guest speakers, which is Mr. Emmanuel from SAMBUS. You are welcome. And also a representative of Sovio Elegede David, which is the chairperson of FIG Young Sovio of Africa. I assure us that we are going to be enjoying this webinar, and we are going to be learning a lot from it. So I charge us all to listen attentively, put down our questions, and I hope and I know our guest speakers will be able to answer them and satisfy our needs. Thank you all and welcome again.
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you so much for that wonderful welcome address speech. So the next thing on the agenda will be the opening speech, which will be done by our HOD in the person of Prof. Asua. But due to one or two reasons, he couldn't make it here. Though he sent his, he gave us his full support, his blessings and encouragement for the success of the program. So we sincerely appreciate his leadership and understanding, and we pray Almighty God make this program a successful one. So after that, the next thing we're gonna do is the youth engagement section on youth engagement with the new trend in the geospatial intelligence. I'm sure everyone will like youth engagement with the new trend in geospatial intelligence. What's that supposed to mean? So now, please to invite our speaker in the person of Mr. Inioluwa Famakin, if I'm right. So we are going to have him here to deliver the section and take us through the youth engagement with the new trend in the geospatial intelligence. So please let's have a round of applause for our speaker as we welcome him to deliver the section. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, GEOSAN. Good morning, SAMBUS. Good morning. I'm Inioluwa Famakin by name, and I'll be standing for Sovio Elegede, YSN, Africa, who is unavailable due to miscommunication this morning. However, this section promises to be insightful, promises to be engaging and interesting. I really wish we can have more students on board so that we can have a very, very interactive session this morning. Can you all hear me?
Yes, we can.
We can hear
you. Hello, good morning. You can hear me?
Good morning, sir. We can hear you, sir.
All right. So, this morning, I'll be talking to us about empowering students for the geospatial service economy. The geospatial service or the geospatial industry has come to stay. It is here, and it's something that we must in as students. Google Maps, the drone, land surveying, climate mapping, they are all geospatial services, and they are here to stay. Now, the big question is, how do you as students position yourselves to earn from it? How do you be in the light of this geospatial industry? And we'll be discussing majorly about three major things, 3 key points on how, as students, you can benefit of this geospatial industry. First thing is the high demand service in the geospatial market right now. As students, the best thing for you to do is to identify geospatial service, what service you can give, what service you can render before your graduation. And there are several one of them. I'll just itemize or discuss on one or two for us. The first one is the drone mapping and surveying. Construction, real estate, agriculture, mining, everyone is keen into the drone industry, where maps need quick topographic maps. They want to calculate volumes of materials. They want to monitor progress of activity that is going on site. So, as students, you should possess this skill, the ability to do this, to deliver this. Another thing is the GIS analysis for NGOs and governments. Presently, as I speak, in Lagos, there is a flooding crisis, especially in some part of Lagos, Lekki to be precise. Now, the government is in need of experts, GIS experts that can analyze the risk, provide solution, map out areas that are prone to this flooding, provide what are the techniques that can be adopted. Those are areas that as students you can key into. Remote sensing and satellite imagery analysis, crop health, deforestation. Let me cite an example in this instance. A senior colleague and I did a remote sensing and crop health, where we flew a multispectral drone to identify oil plantations that are not within the best form. So we flew the drone. From the information and the data that we derived, we were able to deduce that some crops have been infested while some are good. Now, this analysis was what helped the farm owner to make a decision as to if he's going to uproot the oil plantation in a particular section so that it doesn't get to the next oil palm. So all this analysis can be done through GIS. We also have web mapping and dashboard. You know, every company wants to see their data on a map. They want to know the position where their new branches are. They want to know what customer they are interacting with, the location of the customer, just like your telecommunication network. They want to know where there is a surge, where the problem is with the network at the moment. So these are the areas that are in demand as I speak right now. So these areas are the areas that as students you need to key into before you become a graduate. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Also, we have some soft skills that will increase your market value as students. You know, theory don't pay the bills. So I must be sincere and frank with you. It's good to graduate with good results. Graduate with distinctions, first class is very good. But the theory doesn't pay the bill. What the client asks for you is, can you deliver? So there are some skills that can help you as students to achieve this goal. And one of them is your core GIS. Your core GIS. I know some of you say, I know GIS. Uh, I can georeference, I can geotag, I can this. But there is more to GIS than you can that meets the surface. Your ArcGIS Pro. You know, hello, hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Okay, most of the software we are using here are cracked softwares. We have licensed versions of those softwares. If you have licensed versions of those softwares, there are some extensions, there are some features that you'll be able to do. There are some analysis that you'll be able to make. That's why you need to have these skills. Your remote sensing skill. There is a Google search engine uh, um, face in the Google software that you know, the normal Google, where you just click search. There's an in-depth knowledge on the Google Earth search engine. There are many softwares that you need to learn as students, because the truth is the best time to learn those things are now that you have the time in school on your holidays, semester break. Take your time to learn these things. Learn headers, learn how to process imageries using different softwares. We have for the drone imagery, we have different softwares. We have different types of drone. All these drones, they use different software. We have Pix4D Mapper, we have Drone Deploy, we have Agisoft. We have a lot of softwares. Learn as much as possible. Also, we have coding. I know many students used to run away from this. When you hear coding, coding is a programming language. I don't want to do. But coding has evolved. You can learn as little as Python. It's Python. I'm telling you, it gives you an 80% edge over other graduates. With Python, it puts you ahead because by the time you integrate Python with ArcGIS, I'm telling you, you'll be able to do way much better than an ordinary graduate. So, on the third thing that we're going to be discussing is how you can then use this skill, this information, and transition them from classroom to professional service delivery. I'll just give you one or two on this. Rome, they said, was not built in a day, and no no company started off big. We all started small. Access Bank, GT, the old banks that you can see that are having branches around the world, they started small, but they had a vision. So I will start small as students, offer free services, because the first thing you need to do is to learn. Like I tell people, it is when you have learned, you can now draw the letter L and then N, because it is with the information, the data that you know, that is what you be paid for. So offer your services for free first in your churches, in your mosques, in your community. Take for instance your school. Do a GIS analysis of the location of pharmacies within the school campuses. Share it online. Identify the problem within your vicinity first. Then, once you have done that, prefer solutions, post it online. Let people, the essence of posting it online is for people to say, okay, If they ask you, what have you done? You can say, oh, there's an evidence of what I have done. Do you understand? So join the ecosystem, join the student association within your school, within your state of practice. It will help you. There are opportunities that are open to this association. Also, do some freelance job, like I said earlier, and learn soft skills. Your um, your relationship, your interpersonal relationship with people, your character is what will determine how far you're going to go. Yes, we can get the job done, but we also have 1 million people that can also get it done. But what character did you put in place that can make the client call you back? So on this note, I would just like to summarize and say that the geospatial service economy, it rewards doers, not just degree holders. It's good to graduate with a good degree. I am a product of good degree. I graduated with first class, what you call a distinction from uh, Harvard College of Technology. But I can assure you that on no occasion has a client approached me and told me that, okay, before I give you this job, what is your qualification? The most important thing is, what skill sets do you have? Can you deliver this job? So the geospatial service economy does not reward degree holders alone. You reward people that can do things, the doers. So start building now, so that by your graduation, you already be working. You already have client base. You already have things that you are looking up to do. You have a vision to where you want to go. On this note, I'd like to say a very big thank you to SAMBUS Geospatial for the opportunity, and to GEOSAN Abuzaria for this privilege. Thank you so much, and that will be all on this short presentation. Any questions?
It's a round of applause for our presenter, Mr. Famakin Inyoluwa. Please, let's appreciate him. That was a very wonderful speech. A very, very wonderful speech. We really appreciate that. I'm sure if one and some of us will have question in mind to ask. Yes, which is very important. Even myself, I have question to ask because that was a very wonderful speech, a very wonderful presentation. So, but all your questions, that's why we said, please just take notes of the question you have. When we get to the section where to ask question, please, we will let you know. Then, by then, you'll be able to ask a question and direct your question to the person you are asking, to the speaker. So thank you once again, Mr. Famakin Inyolua. We really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you. So the next program on the agenda is the main reason why we are here. The purpose of us being here today on this for this program. That's the theme of the program. Driving change through geospatial intelligence. So now, driving change through geospatial intelligence is not something new to every one of us, and it's something new to some of us. Let me just put it that way. So that's why we have in our midst this as a representative, or let me say a professional service officer at SAMBUS Geospatial Geomatic Engineering, in the person of Mr. Emmanuel Adeyemi, to take us through section to explain for us what the theme of this program is really all about. So we employ everyone to pay attention, take note of the question you have. In the next 1 hour that it will be taking us through this section, we would like everyone to mute their microphone, have question, take note of your question, and by the end, we are going to give room for everyone to ask questions. So let me welcome our speaker, Mr. Emmanuel Adewumi, with a round of applause as we welcome him to give us the presentation. Thank you. Mr. Emmanuel Adewumi, welcome, sir.
All right. Good morning. Um, Thank you so much for the privilege to for us to actually share knowledge, and I don't take it for granted. And also thanks to Sovio Famakin for that wonderful session. It was an eye opener. Yes, like I would say. I just here to actually share knowledge, and I'll just kind of continue from where it stopped. All right, but before then, I don't know. I would love to share my screen. Let me just confirm if you can see my screen. Sorry, I don't know. Yeah, okay. I'm getting a thumbs up. So I want to actually assume that we all can actually see my screen. All right. So like we said, the title of what we are trying to talk about today is driving change through geospatial intelligence, and I'm just trying to going to speak on how the SG platform can help you achieve this. There was something that Sobio Famakin actually said. He said start small. There are many things to actually start, but it's very good for us to start with what we can afford, or maybe just start somewhere. So I'm just going to try to walk us through how we can actually start more in case you're thinking about, oh, drone imagery. I don't have a drone to fly a drone and all those kind of stuff and all. You want to make a change, but you don't even know where to start. All right. So I'm just going to be walking us through how we can actually achieve this, even as students, without so much cost. All right. All right, so it's something that all of us are actually familiar with. What is geospatial intelligence? Is the ability to collect, analyze, and interpret location-based data to understand what is happening in the world and make smarter decisions about it. All right, it's just to collect. You analyze. When you analyze, after you collect your data, you have to analyze it. Then you interpret it, and so you can actually have an understanding of what is happening in the world, and from that understanding you'll be able to make smarter decisions. Because it answers the question of where is something located, and it also answers the question of why there. This particular stuff that is located here, why is it located here? Then you can now be able to know what happened next. Okay, what's happened next? If everything that you've gathered, if you're actually okay with it, or there's a need for us to improve what we already have on ground. All right. So, sorry, let me happen to this person. All right. So, like I said, SG platform actually is the world leading system for turning raw spatial data into actionable geospatial intelligence, and it's used by governments, NGOs, energy companies, and communities across Africa and beyond. All right. So I'm just going to tell us in a bit what this SG platform actually entails. All right, like I work for SAMBUS Geospatial, and SAMBUS Geospatial, you can actually look them up. They are the official distributor for SG that's in West Africa. All right, you can actually see they are SG West Africa. Like when you're looking for SG in Nigeria, you go to SAMBUS. All right, but we have a common misconception. Like when you tell people ArcGIS, in fact, everybody think what you are talking about is just ArcGIS Pro. I don't know if you have actually heard of ArcGIS Pro before. That's the most common application under the ArcGIS system. So when you tell people ArcGIS, the next thing they're actually thinking on top of their head is that you are referring to ArcGIS Pro. But ArcGIS actually goes beyond the ArcGIS Pro. And anybody that actually have that, because while I was in school too, when people mention ArcGIS, I used to feel like, oh, we are talking about ArcGIS Pro. Everything I know about ArcGIS is just ArcGIS Pro. And people with that misconception is just like saying that ABU's area, a department in ABU's area is all about ABU's area, like a department, they may be like Department of Mathematics, that's what defines ABU's area. that definition or that description is not doing enough justice, because ABU Zara, even though Department of Mathematics is in ABU Zaria, all that makes up ABU Zaria is not just the Department of Mathematics. So in that light too, all that makes up ArcGIS is not ArcGIS Pro, even though ArcGIS Pro is an application under ArcGIS. So I'm just going to like walk us through, because a lot of people have that misconception that ArcGIS Pro is what makes up like ArcGIS, and that's it's a little misleading, as it can actually like limit you to a whole lot of stuff that you can do with the ArcGIS platform, right? So what is not the ArcGIS system that we're talking about? Like you said, so your farmer can say we should start small, all right? So like and I'm trying to like let you know that you can start small through a system called the ArcGIS system, all right? Like, and I'm trying to tell you that one thing that you should probably know is that ArcGIS is a system, it's not just an application. And that is why you cannot say ArcGIS Pro is the ArcGIS system. So what is ArcGIS system? It is a complete geospatial platform that helps you, collect geographical data, right? It has applications in that there are a lot of it's just like, for example, how you have your Microsoft Office, right? You know your Microsoft Office now. You cannot say your Microsoft Word is the only thing that makes up the Microsoft Office, because under the Microsoft Office, you have a whole lot of applications. You have Word that helps you to you can type things. You want to type your document, you go to Word. You want to do presentation, you go to Microsoft PowerPoint. You want to analyze data, so you can go to Microsoft Excel, like all those kind of stuff. And so we have different applications that makes up the Office. In that light, we also have different applications that makes up this system, right? And we have applications that are designed to help you collect geographical data. All right. So from surveys, you want to do surveys, you can gather spatial data from field surveys, cities reports, and sensors using we have something that we call it survey 123. We have field maps. I'm going to show you as we actually like go on. So we have applications, just like how we have applications under Microsoft Office that helps you do different things that you want to do. In this system, we also have applications that are designed to just help you collect geographical data. We now have applications that help you manage those spatial information as they are coming in. We have a system already on ground that helps you organize your what do you call it now, where your data are going to be sitting. So we have the ArcGIS Online or the ArcGIS Enterprise, but we're not going to go deeply into all those ones. Then we have another application that helps you to analyze spatial patterns. That's where your ArcGIS Pro comes in. It's very good for analysis, all right? And we have applications that helps to visualize and share. So we have like that's where I think Sylvia Pharmacy actually mentioned the dashboard. That's where the dashboard comes in. We have ArcGIS dashboard that can now help you like visualize those data that you've analyzed, you've manipulated, or you've collected. Like they can now help you to like visualize it, and can now share them like to your audience. And all these things actually like support real-time decisions. All these applications support real-time decisions. And one of the good thing about the system is that there is a synergy there's a synergy within the system. And we are going to actually like I'm going to show you as we actually like go on, such that as your data are coming in, as you are collecting your data, you can be visualizing those data in real time. I'm still going to show you. We are going to just do a little demo as we actually like go on. So ArcGIS is a comprehensive enterprise-ready geospatial platform that's that empowers organizations of all sizes. Now, organizations of all sizes to integrate location intelligence into their everyday decision, operations, and strategies. All right. So you have is a comprehensive like enterprise ready. That means it's very big. It's when you hear the word enterprise, like maybe somebody is doing a business, mention the word enterprise, it means something big. All right. So the system is scalable. That means if you want it to accommodate organization of thousands of people, it can come and scale up to those people to serve them better. And if you are just like maybe 30 persons in your organization, the system can scale down to come and meet you at that level. And if you are just the only one that wants to use the system, yes, the system can also scale down to come and meet you, right? So it empowers organizations of all sizes actually. So what does it help them to do? To integrate location intelligence, all right, into their everyday decisions, operations, and strategies. It's just like when you, for example, now through some of the applications, you can actually like be able to know what is at the particular place, what is happening at that particular place, what has happened at that particular place, what can happen at that particular place, such that in the day you want to take your decisions, you would know where you are sending them to. You are not just sending them into the limbo. You already have a place, so it helps you. It gives you insights to be able to like to be able to take proper decisions and to be able to strategize very well, right? So, and how does this ArcGIS system works? Okay, it has like three major components that makes up the ArcGIS platform. All right, so we have the content and the data, we have ready to use applications, and we have developers, tools, and APIs. All right, so we have content and data. So in that system, like I said, is a whole system, is a platform. All right, so in that system, you have access to a lot of like a community, a lot of people that already like maybe did a project, contributed to their community, they upload their work, you can be able to interact with their work. And you can also see ready to use like datas. Just like for example, now when you go to your Microsoft PowerPoint, you want to start a work, you will see ready to use templates. All right. In that similitude too, when you go to the system, to the platform, you'll be see ready to use data like that can help you and aid your analysis, because the truth is this, anything you want to think of doing, someone has thought about it at least to some certain extent. All right, so sometimes you don't need to start from the scratch. You can go there are some trusted data that you can have access to, just because you are actually like a member, or you are actually like in that system. So we have content and data, and you have yes, ready to use base map imageries that you can actually like integrate into your own analysis. Right, so we have ready to use applications. I'll be talking about applications that can help you, just like your Microsoft Office. You have ready to use application, you have the Word, you have the PowerPoint, you have the Excel. They are like ready to use application. You don't need to develop them. They are ready to use. You just have to learn how to use them. You don't need to develop an Excel this thing again. You have it already. Just know how to use them, and you can actually like get the results you're actually like looking for. So we have applications that help you collect data, interpret data, analyze data, like the visualizing of your data and sharing even your results down to your stakeholders or your audience. You have applications like that also. So we have the developers tools and APIs. All right, so if you are a developer like this, and you just want to like develop something, like I said, you just want to develop your own stuff, so you can integrate your APIs like into that system. You can integrate your API into the systems and just build like custom mapping applications using APIs and SDKs. All right. So ArcGIS Pro is can actually, you can even integrate existing systems. Sorry, ArcGIS system. Sorry, you can integrate existing like system into them. If you have your APIs, you can pull data from another system that is not within the ArcGIS system into the ArcGIS system with the use of your APIs. All right. So this together, these components create a powerful ecosystem for spatial analysis and decisions that adapts to your organization or your school requirements. All right. So like we are still going to so we are so farmer king actually like said earlier that we can actually like you can start small. All right, if you want to actually like start small, I'm going to like tell you how to go about that. All right, so we have something called the ArcGIS Geoportal. All right, you can, even as I'm talking now, you can begin to actually look at it on the web. We have something called the ArcGIS Geoportal, and it's like a free gateway to ArcGIS platform, because through ArcGIS Geoportal you can actually have access to some of these applications for free. Right? So every student, researcher, and community member in Africa can access the full ArcGIS platform. So it's not the full, some of it actually for free through ArcGIS Geoportal at africageoportal.com. It's powered by SJ and is supported by SAMBUS Geospatial. Right? So when you go there, we are going to let me go there so that let me just go there. Right, this is what I'm talking about. Okay. Um, just give me a minute. Let me go there so that everybody can see my screen in case. So this is what we call the Africa Portal. All right. So it's powered by HG. Is a platform that actually like gives you access to free um free data and gives you access to some of the applications I'm actually like talking to you about. All right. The only limitation in this ArcGIS Geoportal is that you will not the license or the account you are creating cannot give you access to the ArcGIS Pro. All right. But everything about the other applications that are needed to actually like start more, you have what do you call it now? You have access to them. All right, this is that Africa Job Portal, inspiring communities through geography. So when immediately you sign up and you sign in into it, right? Let me just sign in so that everybody will see me. Um, sorry, I think I created. All right, so let me sign into my account. But if you create your own account, you have access to come on, let me you have access to some of these things that I'm talking to you about. All right, let me just do this. Come in. Yes. All right, so I think I'm in, right? Let me check. Okay, so I'm in already. All right, so this is the Africa Job Portal. You see, you can discover, you can learn with your account. You have access to varieties of open data, learning resources, and GIS to help you grow skills in your geospatial community. When you go, you discover featured content. You have the learning center. You have geospatial tools and you can explore like everything. This is ArcGIS Online, the story map, the dashboard, those books, feed maps, ArcGIS of instant maps and all. So you can explore this at your own convenience, right? So you have access to you can build maps using your ArcGIS Online now. All right. So you can do a whole lot of stuff, all right? So let me just continue with my presentation. All right. So we're still going to All right, so let me just tell you the key applications in the ArcGIS systems. There are a lot of applications, like it's just like how Microsoft Office. I'm just trying to do like a comparison because I know most of us are as students, we are used to Microsoft Office, right? Just like how Microsoft Office has a whole lot of applications, but they have key applications. They have the word that people know about, but there are a lot of other applications that are there that even me and you have never even used before. All right, so we have key applications in the ArcGIS systems. We have the ArcGIS Survey 123. These are just 113. We are still going to like I got still going to look at it actually. So this one helps you like the word survey. Like when you want to do your project, like you have to as surveyors go out there, you survey, you can survey the land or you survey the community you want to actually like do your project in, right? So from the word survey, ArcGIS survey 123 is just like a form, but what makes it unique from other forms like the Google form and all those kind of stuff is that it gives you the privilege to be able to like report on the map where you are reporting from, such that when you are as I'm trying to like report a data and I'm in a particular location, I can actually like click on my location to take my coordinates and send it to the end person. So the person is not just getting data, he knows where people are reporting from. So it's giving it location like so. If, for example, now I'm trying to record maybe do a project in the community about a disease and all this kind of stuff and all, and I just go around share my surveys for people to fill and all. After a while, when I have hundreds like a record and coming in and see them on my map, after a while, even me looking at it, I can be able to like draw some conclusions of hotspot from it. Like, okay, the data are coming in more from this particular area. And the reason why you're able to draw that conclusion is because you have a map that can take people's coordinates. Sorry, you have a form that can take people's coordinates. You don't just have to now start looking for how to, to address you're trying to geocode and all those kind of stuff. No, because people now can report like where they're reporting from. They can report where they are. So that's all the application of in ArcGIS system offers location intelligence, no matter how small, even down to so we want to do just a form. We already have a map that's attached to the form. Right. So we have the ArcGIS dashboard. So for this because there's a whole lot of applications and we cannot actually like talk about everything. So for this presentation, I did like a little demo just to show us how it works, the survey 123, how it works, how you can be able to like see data that are being reported. Like because there's a way you can configure your form, and as people are reporting it, you are seeing it live on your dashboard as report are coming in, like you are seeing it live on your dashboard, like you said. And how I built that demo is just using two applications. That's the Survey 123 and the Agile dashboard. It's in a way that when people report, I get their feedback live on my dashboard. We are still going to show it. So the dashboard is just to help you to visualize your data. Then the story map, you can be able to like use it to interpret, like sorry, to communicate your results down to your audience, or maybe you want to do a project. Because I remember when I was in school, I wanted to do a project then, online crime reporting system. I was thinking about, oh, there are a lot of stuff like, and these are the ideas that you can actually like think of. There's a whole lot of stuff that are happening in my school then, like people steal, people come to night class, they steal people bags, they steal people just in along. And a lot of people are kind of discouraged to go and report those incidents. Because number one, we have a police station, but it's far from where people actually are. And what's even the assurance that when you go to the police station, you can be able to like they will actually even attend to you. So people are just discouraged. They're not reporting crimes and all those kind of stuff. So I thought about it that what if we have an online reporting system where you send a report, like maybe you send a report of a crime incident on a from your own end, and you're able to report it at the comfort of the incident spot, and the police will get your responses in real time, maybe on a dashboard. So I had that thing on my head, but when I proposed it, then they were telling me it was not, it was a bogus stuff and I should just think of something small and all. But finding out when I later got myself familiarized with this um Agile system, I got to know that it's not a big thing actually. In fact, assuming I knew then, even using Agile Survey 123 and Agile Dashboard can help me, bringing them together can help me achieve this, such that a dashboard will be seated in the police office, and as everybody is reporting, we have something called Agile we 123. We have something called Quick Capture. Quick Capture is also an application under data collection. But Quick Capture, the difference between Quick Capture and so we want to do is this. Quick Capture is just like a button application. You can configure it, like, for example, if I want to report a crime incident, maybe because of the violence and all, I might not have time to be like filling a form. I cannot just be having time to fill in a form, like because of the urgency or something like that. So they now design something called we can design something called the quick capture, so that you are seeing it, you just click a button, bam, on your phone, and you're clicking it like this, like getting the report. They can actually like know that there's something happening, maybe like a theft coming from this so location. So from there they can trace your location and come down to where you are. So things like that. So you have quick capture, for example, now when you're moving on the road and you want to capture maybe the road conditions, you want to capture how many potholes are on a particular road. You cannot be stopping the car and telling the car that you want to start filling a form of this particular spot. So that's why quick capture can actually help you to achieve that, where you just through like a button like application, you be able to like click on things and actually like still send this report in real time. And both of them can work offline. What I mean by that is that in places where there's no internet, right, you can actually like still save your responses in a draft. And when there's no internet and you send it, they would send you that information using the location you were before, when you actually like we're trying to fill the form, not your current location now. All right, you can now send it and all. All right, so we have the feed maps. Feed map is like taking your map everywhere you're going. It's also like for you can edit, for example, now you have a map, and imagine the difference between Survey 123 and Algiers map is that in Survey 123, it is a map embedded into a form. That's what we want to do. But for feed map, it is a form embedded into a map, right? So it is all that one is map centric, one is form centric. So so we want to is a form that it has a map embedded in it. Why so feed maps? It is a map that has a form embedded in it. All right. So you can take your map anywhere you are going to, and you begin to, for example, now where feed map is very good. Let's assume they are doing a construction work and you want to be reporting the progress. All right. So the first day you come to that place and you want to report the progress of a particular location or maybe a building, right? And when you came, the progress report was at 50%. You updated it. You came the next morning, that same place, the progress report will have shifted, maybe like let's say 70%. So you can just click on that feature on that your map and update it, right? Update it to 70%. So it's how to just update. You can carry your map everywhere you're going, and when you're getting there, you're just updating the features on your map. All right. So that's how you can actually like use Agile Survey 123 and Agile Dashboard to achieve that.
Sir Emmanuel, we can't hear you again, sir.
Okay, sorry. Sorry, I think I muted myself. Okay, sorry. All right, so I said, all right. So I said I built. We're going to. I'm just going to like show you also a demo where I actually like built a working community feedback solution entirely on the ArcGIS platform. That's the same tool you now have a free access to through ArcGIS Reporter, right? It uses Survey 123 to collect community reports and ArcGIS dashboards to monitor submissions in real time. All right. So what I just did was to, we have a Survey 123 form. For example, a community wants to report like a problem, maybe a challenge in their community, how they can report it in real time, like they report it from their own end, and me at the comfort of my office, I can see their responses in real time coming in. So let's assume I'm actually like an organization that has that I'm actually like have the mandate of attending to issues like that. All right. So at the comfort of my office, I can see people's responses coming down in real time through my dashboard. All right. So I'm just going to like I would show us that form and how it works. All right. But let me fully go to the dashboard. So this is how the dashboard looks like. And one of the things that I'm coming. Sorry, I believe everybody can see my screen. All right, so this is how ArcGIS dashboard looks like. And one of, like I said, you can configure it any way you want to configure it. Depending on, you can configure it, what you want to see is what you actually like. It's garbage in, garbage out. So what you want to see is what you configure, right? This is what I wanted to see. And this is how I configured it. One of the good things about it is that when you are filling your form, you can take pictures, you can do audios, you can do videos, and there is a way you can reflect it on your dashboard so that these are responses that are coming in. People are actually like filling in. You are seeing it 3 times on your dashboard. And one of the good things about the dashboard that the dashboard is interactive. All right, so you can talk to it. You can ask this question. It's going to answer it as I'm zooming into this particular feature. For example, now it's just showing me that particular future, and I can be able to know that okay, this one total of population affected this area are 500 people. All right, and what is the development they need? They need school and maybe like education for them to in that community. They don't have access to education and things like that and all. And who reported it? I can come here. The reporter's name is Patrick James. The phone number, the community name, and what's the issue. We need a school in this community. All right. All right, we need a school in this community. So I can I can interact with my map. All right. Or I can even come filter by state, and it starts to help like filter. I can see that my stops are changing and all right. So now what we're going to do is this, just to prove to you that this thing is actually like in real time. I'm going to like maybe on the screen you're going to see like the QR code that you can scan and try to just fill what do you call it now? Try to fill the form at wherever where you are. Try to fill the form, and this is how the form looks like. Just scan the QR code. Try to fill the form, and we are going to see your responses at the comfort of my own place now, where I am currently, where I'm located. All right. So anyone that can actually like, do that for us. And before now, you should know that the total responses that we have was 12. The last 7 days we had zero responses. Okay, if like 5 persons fill it today, what we are supposed to have here is five new responses in the last 7 days. All right. So let's scan the code and try to just fill it. All right. So and I'm just trying to tell us how we can start small. You don't need to, it's not even about having much money. And these are the things that you can actually like even do for your community, or maybe do for, you want to actually like, there's an hotspot you want to do, your project you want it to actually like solve a particular problem. These are the things you should be looking at, how to kind of build it. Even the days when you don't have drones to be able to do all those drone imagery, just how to start small at the own comfort of your own house. You can build a system that works, that when people are filling their own responses, you are seeing real time on the dashboard. All right. And from there, you can be able to draw conclusions. You can be able to take decisions. Like you know when you want to take decisions, where to send those decisions to, and then just sending those decisions into the limbo. And from this form, you can know it can actually help you to present the world at a smaller place, promote relationship between people and places by making the world a smaller place. All right. So that people at the comfort of their house can really know what is happening in the community. All right. So I don't know if anybody that actually like fill the form, you can just give a thumbs up, or you can just tell me done, I don't know if everybody has filled the form, right? You can just scan the QR code, or let me see if I can drop the link in case you are not able to scan the code. Let me see if I can drop the link on the comment. How do you call it now? Let me copy this link. All right. Um, copy link. All right. So let me see if I can drop it in the comment chat box. Okay. All right. So you can go to that link. Let me see if it's working. Okay, let me copy the link. Comment. So anyone that has been able to comment, let me get the link of the form. Okay, someone has filled it, right? Okay, I'm getting a thumbs up. All right. So someone has filled it. All right. So okay, let me just go back to my dashboard. So I should have a new response from my dashboard. So I just do a refresh. And in terms when my network is very okay. Oh, someone has filled that. Okay. Someone has filled the. Oh, sorry. Are you seeing your field? Has anyone filled it? Because I'm not seeing any. Sorry. Let me. All right. Sorry. What? Oh, okay. Someone saying that he has filled it, right? So sorry. Can you just drop what you're saying on the chat box? Let's know if you filled. Comment. I want to drop the proper link now. Community. Okay. Or maybe we should fill one together. You know that works. Okay, someone has filled it. All right. Let me check. Okay. Let me check if someone has filled it. So okay. Okay, now yeah, I can see now. I can see that before it was on zero last few days, but now I have two responses from people. All right, so can you just tell me the name that used to fill yours? Let me just get it, so that we look for your response and confirm if it's what we filled. Because I can see that I have two new responses. I have total 14 feedbacks. Can you just drop your name? Okay, was it which name did you use? All right, let me check the chat box. All right, let me check. I'm coming. Okay, Salau. Okay, Ibrahim. All right, so let's search for Salau Ibrahim. Okay, can you see? I don't know if everybody can see Salau Ibrahim. This Salau Ibrahim here. All right, so this was his response. Like came in. I think development needed. He actually like put orders, and his phone number is 08166806090, and community name. This is what you feel, right? So like I said, as people are feeling it, you at the comfort of your office, you're actually like getting the responses from the people. All right. So if you are just looking how to start small, these are little things that you can actually like all right, thank you, Salah. All right, these are the little things that we can actually like we can actually like do to solve problems. And you note that even in your so we want to you can snap pictures. For example, you can see a picture of my own this thing now, so that the people can actually have a feel of what you are reporting. They can actually like get a feel of what you're reporting. You can attach a picture to it so that they can see the severity of what they're actually like reporting. For example, now on my screen, you can see this road is very bad, right? So someone that actually like getting it is knowing that okay, this is what is happening at this particular location. So you can attach a form, an image to your survey form. All right, this is how the survey looks like. Let me for people that were able to like let me just open the survey form. All right, so community. Okay, sorry. Let me just open the survey form. All right. Sorry. So this is how the form looks like. Okay. So these are the form looks like to just show that for people that were unable to open it, let's just walk through. Let's fill one together too. Then I'm just going to submit so everybody can actually like be actually like carried along. So you can these are the form looks like, all right. So you can write your name, Emmanuel, right? Emmanuel, let me just put any name, Emmanuel James, any phone number, or let me just put this phone number. All right, now where's the location of the issue? Right, like I said, you have a map embedded in it already, all right, and that map is connected to your dashboard, all right. Everything is connected, and that's why there's a synergy within all these systems. You can even choose in your form, you can choose to change your base map. You can change to open street anywhere you want. And then you can come, I can come, can enlarge it here or come here, come in, and I can come here and if I want to use my come in, sorry, just give me a minute. If I want to use my current location, I can click here, just take my current location, or I can type a place, all right? Because by default, so it takes this is my current location. I'm in Abuja, right? So it takes this current location, and this is my coordinate. I can see my coordinate there, right? So I can come my community name, maybe Katampi, right? For example, this Katampi. Then, well, this one is just depending on how you want to like you want to like configure your form, what people you want people to see, what develop namely. Let's assume I want to report um water supply. For example, I can describe it, then I can upload a photo. How urgent is this issue? It is of high priority. How many people like is affecting? Maybe you're just 20 in our hostel, for example. I'm in an hostel, 20 persons. All right, these are kind of solutions that we can even propose for schools to use. As maybe your hostel tried to solve this problem before. If they've tried and it's not working, you can just click on yes. All right, describe their effort. You can describe the effort they used, and next, and submit. So this feedback helps anyone to actually get it. So as you are submitting it now, the dashboard, anyone wants the decision makers, they are at the comfort of their own office. Okay, let me uncheck this. All right, so at the comfort of their office, they can be able to track how many responses that they are getting a day. It's can you see this? You just built a system that actually brings people together, such that last 3 days now. This is my own response that actually came, so I can search. My name was I used Emmanuel James. All right, so this is Katampe. You can see it here, and it's taking me down to the location. This Katampe, you can see Katampe on the map. This is where I am because I didn't put any picture. Urgency level high, water supply, like you said, total population affected 10 and all. And from there, people can filter by date, they can filter by state, by ward. So anything, it's garbage in, garbage out. How you can use this system is just how you can use this application is how you're gonna enjoy them. But one thing is constant, they are there to give you location intelligence, and they are there to make your work in real time. As people are reporting, you are getting the feedback real times. Like I said, through their geoportal, you'll have access to your ArcGIS dashboard, ArcGIS of 123. This tool that I actually used to design this, you can use your ArcGIS online, the geoportal that will give you access to be able to like design this. And from there, you don't need to even think of financial cost at all. Just know how to like use this, and trust me, you're good to go. All right. So we have a lot of stuff that you can think about. Community safety, you can map, monitor crime incidents or save areas, security or sports to inform. And even as a surveyor, maybe all those land encroachments, estate encroachment, people are reporting, oh, they're encroaching the land. They can report those issues through survey 123. They can put a video evidence, they can put a video evidence, they can put a photo evidence, they can even put an audio evidence, and anybody at the comfort of they're actually in charge of all these things can get it in real time as people are reporting. And it's a way to just promote the relationship between people and places by kind of making the world a smaller world. So you can think of anything, you can track routes. Like I said, if you want to deal on roads issue, like you want to actually like track how bad routes are and maybe on the road, you will not use what we want to do because we want to do like a form centric. You go for quick capture. Quick capture like is a botted applications, which also that system, the Africa Geoportal actually like gives you the privilege to have. It gives you access to all these things. Though these are just a little way to start small. You can track road, pipelines, power lines, water network to support better areas. Also, health and emergency response. Imagine now you go to community there's a map, disease outbreaks and all. From there, from all these analysis and now you're already having an hotspot analysis where you'll be able to know by the time I have like 100 data, I can be able to know, oh, it is at this particular area that these people are reporting most about malaria. And from there, we can be able to know what's really happening. Why is people reporting? Or even if you want to bring it down to the surveyor's work itself, encroachment, like I said, oh, it is this particular place that people are encroaching people's land. It's really happening. They can even tell you how many meters, things like that and all. All right. So you can map up disease outbreak, flood risks, emergency resource locations, and when you want to actually like now respond, you know where you're sending people to. You just tell people this location they have to go to because this is where it's actually like happening. All right, and you have evidence. You just build a system that made that work. All right. So every one of these institutions was built with the exact same energy to now you now have free access to through Africa Geospatial. So the question, right? So the question is, what problem in your community will you solve first? Okay, you can begin to look at it. What problem can you actually want to solve where you don't have to really like have something big like surveillance. Now I know that our stuffs are very like expensive. You don't have to wait to get and the funniest thing is this: all these applications like so what's three now. When you go to your Play Store, you can go to your Play Store on your phone, you can confirm it. Search for ArcGIS 3. You see it on Play Store. It's on Play Store. So people can actually like have it on their phone. And there are even some receivers that surveyors use that are actually like smartphones. All right. So they can now actually take all those GNSS receivers, download Survey 1 3, use it to collect an information. And because you might actually want to say those ones have an higher accuracy than your phone in terms of location and all. So you can have it on your phone because if you go to your Play Store, you see some of these applications. Though you not see your ArcGIS dashboard because dashboard is not meant to be a phone stuff, it's a laptop application, right? So some of these things, there are things that you can download on your phone. It's just you having an account, and I'm telling you that the account that you used to open your ArcGIS to register for your ArcGIS reporter, you can be able to log in to ArcGIS Survey 1 3, have access to the Survey 1 2 3, and all other things like that. All right. So now you can register for free. You can explore the apps. You can even watch tutorials on how to navigate because it's a very big platform that you can get lost in. All right. So there are learning resources to help you to be able to like familiarize yourself to what is on ground. All right. You can build your address, you can pick a problem in your community and waste dumping, flooding, disease outbreak, change. You can begin to change a community today through the system. All right. So a map you make today could change a community tomorrow. So you can build something that truly matters. Right. So just try to bring it there. That's will be the end of what we are of this presentation. So I'll just wait for any question in case that we have any questions. So I'll stop sharing my screen. And once again, thanks for having me. All right.
Thank you so much, Mr. Emmanuel. That was a very wonderful one. Very wonderful one. We really appreciate, and I must say, this is more than just theory. It's both theory and practical. Because we all see it. It's not just something we are reading on paper, reading on screen. So we can see it, we can practicalize it. Yeah. So please, I'm sure many of us will have questions to ask from our guests. Don't forget we have two guests. So we'll give the avenue for question and answers. But before then, so I would like to recognize the present, and let me say recognize and as well appreciate Mr. Chukwu Matthew. Please, a round of applause for him. So without him, this program might not be feasible today. It might not be possible. So we really appreciate you for making this webinar collaboration possible through your connection and link to SAMBUS Geospatial Company. We sincerely appreciate you, sir, and we say a very thank you for your valuable support, Mr. Chukwu Matthew. Please, a round of applause for him. So now, Also, we have in our midst the NIGS coordinator, the Nigeria Institution of Surveyor coordinator, that covers Northeast and Northwest in our midst, in the person of Mr. Abdulsalam Azan Gata. Please, a round of applause for him. Thank you for joining. We really appreciate, and thanks for always support and standing by us. We really appreciate. Thank you so much. And also, we appreciate everyone that are here present. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. And I'm sure by now we have gained one or two. So now let's dive into question and answer section. So this is how we go about it. Please, if you have question, just signify by raising your hand. And if you feel you do not want to ask, you can drop the question in the chat box, then we can easily read it out for you. So we have someone that already raised his hand. Mr. Fasa Haruna, please feel free to ask your question. And please, let's know the person you are directing the question to. Is it the first speaker that take us through the youth engagement with the new trend in geospatial intelligence, or the second guest speaker that took us through the main theme of today's program? Thank you. Please signify by raising your hand or drop your question in the chat box as we read it out for you. Thank you, and the floor is open. Mr. Aruna Fasa, you can ask your question, sir. Mr. Aruna Fasa, you can ask your question.
Yeah. Hello, good morning. Hello. Can you guys hear me?
Good morning. Good morning.
Hello,
Yes,
please
good morning.
speak up, sir. We can't hear you
Okay.
clearly.
Okay. Mine is not a question, but I just want to appreciate the organizers of this webinar, because this is an eye opener to most especially we students of surveying and geomatics, and it has been a great this opportunity to be a participant of this program. Thank you all for this initiative. Then just one correction for the moderator. The name you mentioned, Senator Asangata, is not just the coordinator for Northwest and Eastern, but rather the national coordinator for Nigerian Institute of Surveying and Geoinformatics students. Thank you.
Okay, thanks for that. Thanks for that. So please, we have someone raising his hand. We have Mr. Abdurrauf Adekilekun. Please ask your question. Thank you, sir.
Good morning, everyone. For the organizers of this webinar and the lecturers that have given us lectures, I really say thank you to everyone for giving us this opportunity to be a witness to this webinar. So I listened to both lectures that have been presented by the presenters. My first question goes to the first presenter, while my second question goes to the second presenter. The first question, the first presenter spoke about life after school as a graduate, how the grades that you got in the school does not bring out your value outside the school. So now my question is he spoke about a lot of skills to be acquired in GIS. So now, for all these things to be done, we have, and he also spoke about the software being cracked or being licensed. Now, the problem is the licensed software is not, the license itself is not an easy thing to get, and it is not very, very common to students in Ahmadu Bello University. Even most students in this school still use ArcMap as it is visible to us. So now, as we are now collaborating with SAMBUS, the thing is, can we get a license server for Ahmadu Bello University students in order to bring the students closer to how the real life software works outside the school? And also, I tried learning some tutorials from S3 organization themselves. And then to log in, I mean, you need to have a licensed account before you can have access to the resources. Because I was having a problem with the ArcGIS Pro suitability modeler, and I wanted to use it. I couldn't find a lot of videos online, so I wanted to use S3's resources themselves. So I was asked to log in with a licensed account in which I don't have. So I couldn't access that knowledge. I had to find another way to do it, which I'm not even sure. So that's the question I have for the first presenter. The first is, how do we get license in order to get students closer to real world ArcGIS Pro or the real world environment of ArcGIS, and how we can harness that knowledge. Then for the second presenter, he spoke about ArcGIS Pro not being what defines the whole ecosystem of ArcGIS. As a surveyor or as a student of geomatics, what we know is mapping and mapping and mapping and mapping and mapping. Although ArcGIS Pro has a lot of it's broad in view, which can be used for business analysis, it can be used for mechanical, electrical analysis. But those aspects of S3 is not known to a common geomatic student, or let me say to a common surveying and geomatic student. What concerns a common surveying and geomatic student as a niche of our profession is to map the world, as we all say is our logo, the bedrock of all sustainable development. So for us to get closer to that kind of, this is like a new insight for geomatic students. It's something new. When you tell a geomatic student you can use ArcGIS ecosystem for other things apart from mapping, so it's a new thing. We hope for that the collaboration with the school and the students will help will help improve our knowledge on this aspect. Now the thing is, the knowledge you impacted to us today inside this presentation that you made, where you were just speaking about all other systems in ArcGIS ecosystem. Can we get like a real life practical, like a hands-on session for this in order to know how other ecosystem of ArcGIS are being used? Thank you so much. That's my question.
Thank you so much, Mr. Abdurrauf Adekileku. Please, speakers, would you like to answer the question one after the other, or you like to you like us to gather all the questions, sir?
I think let's take it one after the other. Let me just answer Mr. Raul. Like I said, Mr. Raul, start small. The unlicensed that you have, how ground are you in it? It's not just only ArcGIS that we ask for as software. We have QGIS. There is a lot of tool that is made available to with QGIS that is not licensed. So, like I said, start small. Access to when you begin to use these instruments, these softwares, and you begin to understand them, you can interact them well. There are times that every used to give free licenses for like a year, I think $100 or so. So depending on the project you have at hand, if you have a project that you know that you are going to need the license, then let's do it. Let's pay the 100,000. You definitely collect it from your client's fee. You won't pay with your money. So those are the things that uh, that's the way you have to go about it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Sir Savio. So, Mr. Abdurrauf, are you satisfied with the answer?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
Now, the second speaker, please, you can help answer the question too.
Very much. Okay. Yeah, I think I get your question. I think the reason why I actually like go that route because I'm also like I'm a surveyor, and I understand that what we know about is mapping. Like you said, while I was in school, I only knew about the ArcGIS Pro, the QGIS and everything and all. But later I found out that actually like knowing about the full system, like if you notice, I didn't really say much about the ArcGIS Pro. It's not like there's no way all these things can link together. But the reason why I actually like focus more on all those applications outside of it is because I know that most people don't know them. They don't know about them and all, right? It's not in actually in an attempt to leave ArcGIS Pro out of it. It's just how you can how these things can actually help to actually like aid your analysis while even using ArcGIS Pro. Like what I just like showed you now, for example, it was so we want to do that I used in collecting my data. All right. So that, for example, now if we as a surveyor now, I want to like because you are not just limited to, there's a way people just limit surveyors to land surveying and all those kind of stuff and all. Most people use GIS as a tool, and you note that when you want to actually like go into spatial intelligence, bringing GIS into surveying actually helps and gives you a leverage. And the remote sensing and GIS bringing them into this actually like gives you a leverage over someone that is just all about that's surveying in quotes. I just put it in quotes though. All right. So it gives you that leverage over those people. Because most of the times, like at the end of the day, I know when you take your data and all this kind of stuff and all, you come in, you'll have to like manipulate you have to like manipulate your data, you have to like interpret, all right. And most times when most project I did, for example, when we are doing it, is always about a static map. Like when you want to finalize results, you do an analysis, maybe like site suitability or anything, and all of your results are always in static. But what I just did now, for example, through the dashboard, a dashboard gives you a level of interaction that ArcGIS Pro cannot give. All right. Even though you've done your a lot of an analysis, manipulation, and everything in your ArcGIS Pro, ArcGIS Pro cannot give you that level of interaction that the dashboard gives. All right. How to bring pie chart, because most times we tried to like put pie chart as a result in a separate place, put this one as a result, your serial chart, everything. But ArcGIS dashboard helps you to bring everything together, still maintaining that level of interaction. Right. So it's not in an attempt to leave ArcGIS Pro out of it. Why I actually like kind of focus on all these many applications is to how to get yourself familiarized with it and how to aid your mapping, any work you're doing with the ArcGIS Pro. Like for example, now if you have a system that helps you report data. Immediately you are reporting data from maybe survey 1 to 3, you are collecting data and all. Like I said, you can have it on your phone. And even like as a surveyor, we have GNSS receivers that that can actually like operate like a phone. Example is the Trimble device. It's just like they have a GNSS receiver that can operate like a phone. Imagine you having your survey 1 to 3, you go to your Play Store, you download it, and you are going to feed, you want to report some of the issues that you actually even experiencing on feed. Sometimes when you go to feed, you can actually like have even if you want to go and do maybe like let's say surveying on the feed and all, you can have incident of harassment and things like that. There are ways you can report those stuffs, not just with the word of mouth. For example, so we want to pray now, gives me the privilege to be able to now report those who work with evidence. And people can actually, over time, if I'm reporting those kind of work from that particular place, I've not even brought in ArcGIS Pro. We've not even gotten to ArcGIS Pro. This is just a problem I encountered while trying to like do my work. All right. And I'm reporting it, and people are getting like, maybe people that we actually like give us a project, or people in charge of the project are getting this report in real time. They can know what is happening. And after some times, when reports comes in not once, not twice on that particular location, you begin to know that there's something. Why is always this location having this issue? Or maybe we are doing a project, you have a delay. These are the things that you can begin to. It's just how you can integrate it with your work to make it more easier and to bring location intelligence into what you are doing. It's just to aid it, not just to like eradicate that ArcGIS Pro is not this. No, no, no. It's just to aid your work and just make it more like easier and more interactive and more catchy, right? So I think that's one. Then all right, so it says something around if there's going to be like a session, or we have to like I didn't get that fully, sir.
Yeah, I asked about a hands-on session on that. So how are we going to like a practical experience?
Well, I don't know like how to, because it's just like one of the ways I would just say just to keep the webinar running, like not to just have it one time, and maybe after this we can still have another webinar like that to actually help us. But one of the things that actually I did was, if you notice that ArcGIS Geoportal, because you're saying something about licensing, all right? That ArcGIS Geoportal, when you sign in with your account, that account that you have, you can be able to like log in at least some of the applications I talked about, like Survey 123, dashboard, all those things now. Your account can be able, the account you have with ArcGIS Geoportal can bring you access to them. You can even watch. It's a whole community on its own. It's a different community. Trust me. It's a whole community. You see learning resources and all, but it has some limitations. Like I said, like it's for free, so it has some limitations. Like for example, now the account cannot help you do anything on ArcGIS Pro. All right, and like cannot help you do anything on ArcGIS Pro. But like I said, there are other things. And one of the things I just try to like prove today is that you can start small. Like even if you don't have access to like some of these old stuff, there are things that you can still build with a free account. And that was my focus for today. Right. So the ArcGIS reporter gives you the privilege to a lot of stuff that you can actually like learn. Even the account, you can exploit it and all. And you can also always like reach out when you need help as regards some of these things. And like to keep this webinar running, I think is one of the ways that can answer out to always have a practical session. I don't know if I answered the question.
Thank you so much for the answer. I get it, but in some cases, students that are at the threshold of getting moving to the next stage in the ArcGIS career. This is not to say I'm not an expert, but I've been on this journey of ArcGIS since I was in 300 level. So I cannot say I'm a beginner anymore. So there are certain things that I already know how to do in this ArcGIS Pro environment, which I've been doing even during the IT. What I did exclusively was ArcGIS for the whole of almost a year. I'm still doing my project. I'm still continuing my journey. So all these basic tutorials are not it is not eye catching anymore because it's something I can actually read journals about and see the methodologies and compare their methods. But since you said the focus of this webinar is to start small and see how we can get people to know how the ArcGIS ecosystem. So I believe maybe in future or one day you can organize something that after this webinar that can take us to the next level of whatever we want to do. Thank you so much for your input, and I really appreciate your effort in answering my question. Thank you so much.
All
Thank,
right, you're welcome.
thank you so much, sir. We really appreciate. We have some hands raised. We have our president himself. He also has question to ask. President, sir, please, you can go ahead with your question. Please, if you have question, please kindly raise your hand or you drop the question in the chat box while we read it out for you. Thank you.
Yeah. Good morning, everyone. Once again, thank you all for joining this webinar. And I really appreciate our guest speakers, both Savio Kama, Mr. Emmanuel Adewomi. My question, still going back to this start small, enter freelancing. This first question is directed to Mr. Savio Kamakin. He said we should try and do freelancing, start small. The issue is that some of us are just new to this old survey life and the likes. We don't know anyone. We don't have any attachment. Even we are still blank. Some of us that are even final year, we are still blank on what to expect after school, where we can attach ourselves, who we can talk to, what we can use this certificate to do, particularly, or how to learn about the whole career. So I don't know if you can just shed more light for us on how either your own experience or give us a real life experience that could at least give us an ideology of how to start small, as you have said. Thank you very much.
So much. Savio Famakin Inoluwa. So the question is directly to you. Please help us in answer the
All right.
question.
Okay. Let me just give you my experience on that matter. When I started surveying, it's not as if my dad knew anybody or I knew anybody that was a surveyor. I just heard about you. First, I'm like, I like the name surveying. So when I wanted to do our IT, what you call IT, I'm like, where will I do this thing? I don't know anywhere. Guess what I did? I took an inventory of all the surveyors in Lagos State practicing. We have a list of all the surveyors in Lagos State. So when I looked at the list, I checked it. I then started going through it one after the other. Okay, where is this one located? This one is far from me. This one is kilometers away from me. And I just, okay, when I saw the one closer to me, and I'm like, okay, fine. I walked up to the firm. Hello, good morning. I did surveying from Yama College of Technology. I want to do my IT. I don't know if your company is looking for employment, but I would like to work. The second IT too. Oh, hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, you've been breaking, but no problem, sir.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can now. We can.
Okay, so that was how I got my first gig. It was from the directory list. I looked for the surveyor and I started working with him. The same method was what I adopted when I wanted to do the 1 year placement. I looked for the list, reached out to surveyors within my space where it's not too far because I know that what they might be paying me might not be enough. So I don't have to spend too much on transportation. So that's the way I explored my own journey that I shared with you. However, in your school, wherever community you find yourself, there is a surveying body. Now, as young surveyors, YSN Lagos, we have a committee that is responsible for IT placements, employment opportunities, mental.
So we can hear you, sir.
So far. Hey, can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, where did I stop? Where did you hear me to?
The employment opportunity from YSN.
Okay, employment opportunity from YSN. They have the within their confines. Now we also know that network. Hello? We also know that surveying cannot be done in isolation. So we have
Sir, it's difficult. We can't
for
hear
you
you.
to learn
Yes,
under somebody.
yes, sir. We can't hear you very well.
Can you hear me? The network is breaking. Okay, so basically there are ways you can look for sponsors, for people to work with. There are 1,001 surveyors out there. Walk up to the Nigerian Institution of Surveyor in your state. Ask for the directives of surveyors in the state that you want to work with them. They will give you at the institutions. So those are the ways you can explore. Thank you. I'm having a network issue because I'm on site.
Thank you so much, Savio Famakin Inulua. Mr. President, sir, I hope your question is being answered.
Yes, sir. It's been answered. But also the same question, I would like Savio Emmanuel Adewumi to also shed light to us on how to actually start big, start small with GIS tools. Yes, you have given us introductions to the whole community of ArcGIS, not just the pro or the map that we students are actually what are you calling it used to. But I think when we have some practical examples on whether your own lifestyle or you know of someone and something, I think it also creates an ideology for us also to see how we can also try and navigate our lives through both the GIS, either the practical field work or the software work. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. All right. So this is what I would just say though. Surveying and informatics. Unfortunately, a lot of people have limited it to just the land surveying and all. You agree with me that there's a whole lot of it. There's a whole lot in it actually, beyond just land surveying and all. One of the first things I would actually like to say that know what you want to do. It's very important. Like know where you want to really like dive into. Like know because if you don't know before you actually like leave the your school, you will just be a man that is actually like driven by anywhere, just money, anywhere belly face and all those kind of stuff and all. But if it's something that you really like know that this is what you want to do, like this is what you have the you know that you can actually like this is what you actually like know that you're gonna make a difference in. You firstly know what you want to actually like do. For someone like me, for example, when I wanted to like I think getting to my final year already, I know that a lot of people. I worked like in Lagos with a surveying firm, pipeline surveying, and I did surveying for a very like long time and all. And for me, actually, what actually like made me realize something. Out of all of us that was there, most of us were surveyors. And sorry to say this, boys, the truth. I've gone to I've gone to sites where you meet boys, they call them chin boys, like boys that are just working with surveyors, but they learned surveying like a trade. Like they don't go to school, but these are people that already like, oh, what we are doing is just to measure things like that. They might not be able to interpret result and all, but that field work, they already know it. And I was thinking that what really gives us an edge? We actually like say we go to school. I've gone to sites where most times it's just we and those guys, and although yeah, you respect your certificate, but I noticed me as a person, this is just my own story though. Me as a person, when we were doing most of those projects, I noticed that they could do without they could do without us, people that are going to field, but there was a guy they could not do without. And that was the guy that was interpreting our results, that was interpreting and doing the analysis, doing the interpretations and all those kind of stuff and all. And I noticed that most of us, because you see, most of us when we go there, like IT students, they took us there, we on site and all, most of us we were replaceable. But there was this guy that really upgraded his own skill, where interpreting what is being, I'm not saying we should not know the board, but I'm just saying what I actually like kind of observed. He knew the field work quite all right, but beyond that, was very good at interpreting and and not just interpreting it like the fast methods. Like it's not just about what we take normal person like 5 to 10 days to do. This guy can finish it between 2 days and all those kind of stuff. I'm talking about large, and there was also a way. And I noticed that one of the things he started doing was that we didn't know was he dived into GIS, right? And diving into GIS, he built himself through the COVID-19, got used to the ArcGIS platform and all. Like I said, I just had to create something small because like if you want to go replace, you cannot just assume that all of them already like familiar with the ArcGIS platform or something like that. That's why we had to start with something small. But this guy actually like went, you know, took even like Edge Reader, for example, there are courses that they do, free courses, things like that and all. Like this guy went, just built himself and got several. So he got himself that familiar with all those things and all. And I noticed that he was the most valuable person on our team. And actually, for me as a person, I actually like made up my mind like I'm going to learn like go deep into GIS. And you might think you know GIS until you meet a student for me for FUTA that actually like went to school to go and do GIS and remote sensing as what he studied in school. You might think you know GIS that, or you meet some of them, and you know that what you actually like, you are just learning how to use GIS as a tool. Like, so it just depended on what you want to really like dive into. If you want to attack surveying through this lens, some people is just hydrographic, some people is like that, like that. So me, I knew what I wanted. All right. So on my own back of my mind, I knew that I wanted to dive into GIS. I've done a lot of field works and all. I've worked for Cadastra. I've done all this kind. So me, I wanted to dive into GIS, like I said. So I had to do my research. I didn't know anybody actually. Then LinkedIn is a very good place to be. Like is a very good. That was where me I started building my own connections. I looked for GIS companies in Nigeria, top GIS company, and that was why I got SAMBUS, right? SAMBUS Geospatial and all. And from there, I connected with some of their um some of their staffs. And from there, I started to just communicate. Oh, this is what I do, this is what I do, and I would love to really like serve in your institution. I mean, I started my own. I didn't know anybody actually, but I started networking on LinkedIn. I went after what I actually like wanted to learn. And because why I'm saying that you shouldn't just go for anywhere belly faces, because there are times that challenges will rise and all. There was times that it was looking as if it will not work, but I just knew that this was what I wanted, and I was very bent on it, right? And we got on my side. I was able to like and this that was actually what got me where I was today, right? So like I said, you just know what you want to do. It's very important. Know what you want to do, like and you can know what you want to do from before you actually like even leave school, right? And once you know what you want to do, then like like Sovio said in earlier, you can actually like now begin to like all right, connect with people. LinkedIn is a place that actually, and surveyors, like if you're the one that wants to branch to surveying and all, they have their community, they have their network. You can join their network and from there begin to connect to people, talk to people, all right, connect with people, and every district has their own community. And through the connections and all, you don't know what maybe the next person that actually won't have a question to your answer to your question is actually like sitting next to you. You might not really know. So just talk to people and all. But like I said, one of the most important thing, if not the most important thing, know what you want to do. All right, know what you want to do. All right, thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Emmanuel Adewumi. President, sir, I hope your question is being answered.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. I really appreciate you. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. So we have another person that raised his hand, the person of Mr. Habib Adelaja. Please, you can go ahead with your question. Thank you.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Can you guys hear me? Good afternoon.
Yes, we
Can you
can.
hear me? Okay.
Yes, yes,
Very
yes.
good. Firstly, I would like to thank the organizers and the speakers for this webinar. I mean, it's been a great experience, even though I've not been able to follow all through because I'm in another event. But what I just want to ask is there maybe a recorded session for this webinar? Because I was unable to meet up with the whole thing, and I'm not very used to this Microsoft user interface, and it didn't show anything like this session is being recorded. So I would like to know if there's a recorded session. This is for the moderator, please. Is there a recorded session so that after, like when we are less busy, we can go back and watch? Because there was something that actually picked up my interest, where the speaker was talking about reporting incidents that happen maybe on site or something like that. I know something similar happened to me earlier this year. So I picked interest in that particular topic. So please, if there is a way that we can get a recorded session or we can come back and rewatch the webinar, please just let us know. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Abibadila. Mr. President, we have that, right?
Yes, the section has been recorded by Mr. Matthew. So when we're done, it should get to everyone.
Okay. Thank you. Please, is there any more question? Please signify by raising your hand or you drop it in the chat box. Do you have any more question?
Okay, sorry, please, Rito. I still also want to ask one more question. Mr. Emmanuel, sorry, I'm pulling you back. I want to ask this, the GeoPortal account you said we should create and give us access to some of these apps like the Survey 123. I think I downloaded the Survey 123 when it was launched last year, but I couldn't access a lot of things on it. It was asking me for login and likes, so I just had to delete it. So this account, when we create it on GeoPortal, would we be able to at least get access to this Survey 123 for use? Basically, that's what I'm asking.
Mr. Emmanuel, sir.
Hello, everyone. So I think Mr. Emmanuel has dropped his answer on chat. So yes, when you do, hope you guys can hear me. Hello?
Yes, sir, we can hear you, Mr. Matthew. Yes, sir, we can hear you.
All right. So when you create an account on African Geoportal, yes, you would need to access some of these varieties of softwares and dashboard. And this goes to the president. I think I also urge that you guys join the Geo Academy platform, because some time ago we also dropped this information on our Geo Academy platform, where we also pushing some of these things. So we also told the people who were members of it to join the Geo Academy platform. And we also stated some of the benefits that they would get here, which would help them to assess some of the things that they would need for practice. So now, knowing that we are students, and sometimes finance can be something that hinders us to something, then I think that is why Esri also created this platform that helps carry students along. And in our platform, we explore all these options just to help upcoming geospatial professionals to work with ease. So I think it will also be nice if you join, because there we also share practical tutorials and all that can also help you in your pursuit. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Mr. Matthew, I also have another question directly for you. I thought of just letting it be after the webinar, but let me just ask it now. We've been, okay, now that we've been told, we've seen some of our colleagues from other schools like Unilag and UI, where your company, I think your company, yes, provides students licenses for the students. If we are going to be doing the same for our school, how do we go about it, sir?
So there are some times that licenses come out that goes for somehow for free, and it does not go around for everybody though. So sometimes when we have GIS day of the sort, sometimes Esri gives licenses that could be distributed. So like the last year GIS day, we had some licenses to give out for free. Just did the workshop, asked questions, and then the winners, I think 3 people got license that and to run for the whole year. So that is that. But then again, I remember we submitted a letter to your department. I think we are still working on that. And that letter is for collaboration. And I remember also telling you that if your department or the school is able to get an educational license, it will also propel our company to be able to give. I remember somebody also asked a question on how to get some practical lectures where things are being shown to you guys or the students how to carry out some of these things. So with such, it's also it's part of our responsibility to also work with institutions that have such licenses and show them how to use, or have our trainers train them, like from time to time, how to make use of some of these things in a way that it favors and captures what they are doing. So I don't know if that captures what you are asking about.
Yes, it's actually answered it. I remember you gave us a letter to submit to the HOD. So I'm here to discuss. Though I had a brief discussion with the HOD, but we are yet to sit down and properly discuss on it. So I think after we discuss on it, we'll put a call. You'll put a call to you. Then you can give him more insight on what the collaboration is about. From the answer you gave to us now, the school has to purchase a what are they called, institutional license, right? Because the ideology we had was each student has their own licenses or given their own licenses based on the collaboration with with S3. That's why some of them have their own direct license with their names and passwords on it.
Um, if they do, I don't think if they do have this thing, I don't think it's a direct license. It could be what they are using as a result of their registration to the Africa Geo portal. That could they could leverage on that to always work with what they have, like work on some of this platform. I don't know if you are getting that. There's our company has not distributed. We don't have that. I don't know how to put it. We are not working on that thing for now. So, like I told you, what we did last year is during the GISD, there were some licenses that was actually given out. So those people that have it can always use it.
Okay, sir. No problem, sir.
All
I
right.
think I would discuss more on this. Let's round up with the webinar.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, our speakers. Thank you, the attendees. We really appreciate. So now the next thing on the agenda is group picture. Yeah, group picture. This is how we're gonna do it. We'll urge everyone to turn on their camera. Then we'll have a screenshot. Please, we urge everyone to do so. Let's have a screenshot, then we go to the closing remark. Thank you. Please, let's do that. Let's turn on our camera. I'm doing mine. So we have a screenshot. Please, let's turn on our camera. Please, let's turn on our camera so we have a group picture. Hello? Hello? Please, let's turn on our camera so we have a group picture. Yes,
Please calm down. The thing is
we have
camera
our
disabled.
Mr. Matthew, our helper. So thank you for turning on your camera. So please, others, we are waiting for you. We have our Senator, Pastor Aruna Fasa. Thank you. We have our able surveyor, Jima Abbas from 300 level, if I'm right. So we have our boss, Rauf Adekelekun, a final year geometry student. We have Mr. Lexley Maguru. Thank you for joining us. Please, we are waiting for others to turn on their camera so we have a screenshot. We are waiting for Gata, Senator Azan Gata. We are waiting for you all. Please turn on your camera. President, please turn on your camera. Let's have a group picture. Please, let's turn on our camera, please. So, one, sir. Welcome, sir. President, welcome, sir. So we are waiting for others too. We are waiting for others. So, President, I think we can we have the screenshots now, or we should still wait a little bit?
You can just do it. Just make the screenshot.
Okay. Come in. Okay. Okay. We'll save her. You are welcome. Okay, I have that, but I don't. So your Famaki, it seems to be busy on site. I can't see him here. And also Mr. Emmanuel. I can see him too. Okay. Thank you all. Thank you. So you can turn off your camera if you like to, and you can keep it on. So now the next thing on the agenda now is closing remark. Yeah, closing remark, and we'll have our brother here, a final year geomatic student, our our guru. So we'll have him, the person of Abdurrauf Adekilekun, to help us with the closing remark. Help me celebrate him as we invite him to give us the closing remark. Thank you.
Thank you, moderator. I'd like to pass this opportunity to my fellow classmates, Saliu Aruna Vatsa, Comrade Saliu Aruna Vatsa, as he's more vast with this kind of thing. I don't talk that much, so thank you so much.
Okay, Mr. Haruna Fassa, I hope you hear that. Please kindly help us with the closing remark.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. I
Nice.
remain Comrade Saliu Haruna Vata, 500 level geomatics, and I would want to thank the organizers of this program. Sorry, I am very close to the airport, so you might be hearing sounds of plane because my house is very close to the airport. So, but let me just continue. I would want to thank the organizers of this program, most especially the companies Esri and Sambos for delegating one of their staffs to enlighten the students on the topic that was selected by the student. And I would want to sincerely appreciate the departmental president for his effort in making sure that the students of the department get sound knowledge on the rudiments of the profession in and out of school. And I wish everybody a very nice day ahead. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, everyone. I think we can. So, Mr. Matthew, we can end the program now, sir.
Yeah, all right. Thank you all for joining us and have a nice day.
You too, sir. God bless you, sir.
All right. Yeah.